Our thoughts have a big impact on our overall mental health and our resiliency. It is a core belief of cognitive behavioral therapy that it is not always the event or situation itself that impacts our mental health, but rather what we tell ourselves about the situation. Our thinking can often be faulty, and we have trouble seeing the full picture. Research by Dr. David Burns suggests that there are a number of common thinking traps that we fall into that can negatively impact our mental health. Recognizing these thinking traps in our own thought patterns can help us redirect our thoughts to be more realistic and balanced. This video will outline the top 6, but there are many more to learn about. All or nothing thinking is defined as only seeing extremes of a situation, never the in-between. For example, if your performance is less than perfect, you instead think of yourself as a total failure. Overgeneralization happens when you interpret a single negative event as a pattern of never-ending defeat. People who overgeneralize a lot tend to live restricted lives due to internal beliefs about what they cannot do not like, or have to avoid. Mental filtering occurs when we screen out any positive or neutral information and only pay attention to negative information. People who mentally filter often have an easy time disqualifying positive feedback and over-amplify critique. Mind reading occurs when we convince ourselves we know what somebody else is thinking or feeling. Mind reading typically tends to be overly critical towards ourselves. For instance, assuming that because a friend took a while to respond to a message, they must be mad at you. Catastrophizing is defined as taking a relatively small event and imagining extreme and horrible consequences that could happen as a result. Remind yourself to deal with the event, not the imaginary consequences. Emotional reasoning occurs when we assume our difficult emotions such as shame, embarrassment, or sadness reflect the way things really are. When we use our emotions as a guide, we often react too quickly or ignore evidence that contradicts our feelings. It is normal and common to experience these thinking traps in your own life. Being aware of them is the first step in challenging them and then replacing thinking traps with more positive thought patterns. If you're looking for more tips and strategies on this topic or other wellness topics, make sure to check out our other online resources. And if you're hoping to talk to somebody for further support, make an appointment with Student Wellness Services today.